Welcome to the AJ the Menace Show. I am AJ the Menace. And today my guest is...
A-Dub, that's who I be.
A-Dub is in the building.
Yes.
A-Dub, do you want to play a game?
Are we starting off like that?
We're starting off like
Let's
that.
get into it. Let's go.
And there's a cash prize to this game.
Is there?
There is a cash prize.
How much is the cash prize?
The cash prize is... A-Dub.
Ooh.
So.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to put the dub on the table.
All right, bet. Okay.
All right, this is a name association game. This should be easy.
Okay.
You should win this easily.
Okay.
What is 22 minus 2?
20.
A-Dub.
A dub.
Come on now.
Right here, okay.
How many ounces are in a hot venti drink at Starbucks?
A dub.
Come on now.
Come on.
What is it called when a woman pays for a man on the first date?
A motherfucking dub.
A positive. Wrong.
No.
I'm taking my money back.
Come on. Here you go already.
I knew you walked right into that
Yeah.
one. Figured I'd kick it off correctly. But thank you for coming to the show. You know what I'm saying? You might have a chance to get that 20 back. You might have a chance to get that dub back, okay?
I might just go in your pocket and get it then.
We can't
At
do
this
that.
point.
We can't do that.
Okay.
But let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
Where are you born and where are you raised? Actually, I know where you were raised. You were raised in Salisbury.
Yes.
So I kind of want to know about what it's like living in Salisbury.
Ain't shit going on in Salisbury.
Nothing at all?
I mean, it's a little stuff. Our food is good in Salisbury.
Is that the home of the Salisbury steak?
It is not. You know, Salisbury steak is just called Salisbury steak based off of how you cook that steak. That's why it's called Salisbury. Now
Damn.
you know.
You know what? See, in my research, I was hoping you didn't know.
Oh.
I was going to be like, it's actually from Missouri. But
There you go.
it's okay. But I do know what other things are Salisbury famous for. I did learn that.
Want me to tell you?
I do. I want to know what your Salisbury knowledge is.
Cheer wine
Okay, talk to him.
and Winn-Dixie.
Yep. And what
Yep.
else?
A-Dub.
A-Dub.
Yeah.
Rack room shoes.
I didn't know that one.
Yes, it is.
You be shopping at Rack Room?
I haven't been to a rack room in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I barely buy shoes though. Like I'm mad cheap with it. Like if it's more than like $60, I really got to consider what I'm doing right now.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah, Chuck Taylors, Vans. That's my lane.
And the
But-
slides.
And the
over there.
slides. And I don't really wear those out. Put you at a tactical disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga try to run down on you, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be ready to get right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can't do it in the slides. So
Facts, you can't.
I try to keep that in the house to the store. In and out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, so you were born and raised in Salisbury.
Mm-hmm.
What was your upbringing like though? Like what was your household like? What was it like coming up out there?
Well, I got to Salisbury when I was like in the 5th grade, so I'm still like a little
Okay,
bop
because you were
thing.
born in Raleigh.
Yeah, I was actually born down the street over here. I was born in Garner.
There's a hospital in Gardner?
Rex, but my house is on Kenway.
What? Really?
Yes.
Damn.
When I pulled in, because that gas station on the corner used to be like used to have these slushies. I forgot what it was called, but and it was like some man's name over there. It was like Joe something or Jeff something like that. But
Yeah. See, it's always been Grocery Boy Jr.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
that
that's
was
what
his
it's
name,
still
Grocery
that.
Boy Jr.
Yeah, it's still that. Damn, so you really from like this area?
Yeah. But now
Oh,
they tore that house down. I think it caught on fire or something. So it's just a lot there.
Do you think it was
but
an insurance play?
I don't know.
We're talking about the business, right? We're not talking about your house. We're not
What?
talking about like your house burned down, right?
No, my childhood house burned down.
It did?
Yeah.
That was not an insurance play.
Yeah, we ain't do it, but as we moved, and we come back and like visit Raleigh, we noticed it was gone. So
Oh, got you. So you had sold it. Like your people sold it. Y'all
yeah, or
left
something
out
like
there.
that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was 3. I don't know what happened, so I just
True.
left it. Yeah.
Some sort of transaction happened and you weren't there no more.
Yeah.
Long story short. I got
Right,
you. Okay.
yeah.
And then you was in Salisbury all the way like through high school and everything?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
And, yeah.
So when you were in school, did you kind of know what you wanted to do? Like I know you had an interest in media, but did you have any like focused idea on what direction you wanted to go in?
I wanted to do like journalism at that point, like just like written journalism, like writing for a magazine, like what you see like in the little romantic
Blog era.
Yeah, the
Like
blog
the
era.
blog era, yeah.
Or like going to New York City and being like a little magazine, how like the romantic comedies be, how they're always working in the magazine.
Oh yeah, it's always a writer that
Yeah, they have these
true.
nice ass apartments.
Right.
They can't afford it for real.
Balling
so.
apartments.
Right.
They be lying. They lied to it. They made it seem like that was a struggling apartment.
Oh yeah.
They were nice lofts. Like
were-
they was nice lofts. Like
Yeah.
they're a pretty penny now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, so you knew you always wanted to do that. Did you ever like dabble with it in school or anything like that?
I guess yearbook in high school was the closest. Cause
Oh,
we
you
had
were-
no, I don't know, for
You
real.
did the yearbook?
Yeah, I
Now,
did the yearbook.
Did you win any superlatives?
No, I didn't actually.
You didn't? Yeah, me neither. I was pretty lame in high
Were
school.
you?
Yeah, I didn't really blossom until college.
That's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah. And then I realized all the opportunities I missed in high school. I double backed on quite a few, though. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. What? Absolutely.
Did you go to high school out here?
I finished high school here. I'm originally
Oh.
from Philly. Then
Oh,
I came
okay.
here 10th grade, halfway through my 10th grade year. Just didn't have it. I had the up north swag, so I was appealing off of that, but I still had no sign. I couldn't read buying signs. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't.
okay.
I didn't understand. Like, man, this girl asked me to go to prom. It didn't even strike me that she was feeling me. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't into. It was.
AJ.
I was a slow learner. I was a slow learner, but it's all
Yeah.
good. I'm glad I wasn't into that in high school though, because I feel like there was so much other stuff going on. Dealing with dating on top of that, how the fuck? Like, how would I have navigated that? That'd have been way too. I feel like that'd have been an overload
Yeah.
compared to like with the stuff that I was already dealing with in high school. You know,
So basically, you didn't get no ass in high school.
none at all.
Okay.
I got head
Well.
a couple times though. That was the thing. For some reason with me, I could convince a girl to give me some head.
Uh-huh.
She wouldn't give me
Really?
crazy. Now it's the other way around. I can get the but just pulling up for some head, way harder. Way
Difficult.
harder. Way harder. Like
Yeah.
pimp game got to be strong for that. Like,
Yeah.
and I know how to do it, but at the same time, I got too much going on to put that type of work in, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that was me in high school. So you didn't win no superlatives either. So then, where'd you go to college?
Wingate University.
And then
That's
did
out
you,
in Monroe.
Monroe.
Monroe?
Oh, that's in
North
Monroe.
Carolina?
Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Okay, and then what was your degree in?
Human services. So nothing with
Yeah,
communications at
literally
all.
nothing. I was about to say is it communications because I couldn't find that. I saw you graduated from there, but the article I read didn't say what the degree was in.
Well, yeah, human services.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Damn, something completely opposite. So how did you get into radio then? When did you make that transition?
So, so Monroe was kind of close to Charlotte. Was
Yep.
like the biggest
boom.
city close to it.
Right.
And then at this time, I was talking to some dude, and he was an upcoming rapper, or trying to be.
I had a lot of questions about this man. I read about this man.
Oh, Leo. So then,
And I wanted to know, because go ahead, continue.
okay, so we was riding around one day in my car, and
Don't
so
throw shots.
I
Continue.
had to.
Go ahead.
So
go
then
ahead.
he had put me onto the station because in Charlotte, there's Power 98 was the big station.
Right.
And there was a station, Streets 1033. And I was like, oh, I never heard this station. He was like, put me onto it. And so like at that point, it was lining up between me talking to him and Snapchat and Vine being and social media being a thing.
Okay.
So I was like just posting, videos and things like that, just little things. And then Wingate being such a small campus, everybody followed each other. Or they saw something.
Yeah. That's where a lot of people, like, when you first started social media, like, my Twitter, like, my first 500 followers were just Wake Tech people. So, yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Like, and then it gets shared a lot easier, too.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it was a close-knit, college. So when I would post something, I would get people I didn't even know just be like, oh, I saw your video. That was funny. That was hilarious. Yada, yada, things
What kind
like
of content
that.
were you making back then?
Just stupid stuff. Like,
Was it kind of similar to how you do the A-Dubs group chat now?
no, not at all.
Nothing
It was
like that at
It was
all?
more
Okay.
like I was trying to be like a Vine star.
Comedy style? What
Yeah.
direction? You're trying to go comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
like,
what was you doing?
I can't remember. It had to be like, I don't know. Like, I think the biggest thing was like I did like this twerkonomics parody type thing.
What?
Yeah, me and my sister. So it was like kind of like it was like we had 6 second, 15 seconds. When Instagram was
Yeah.
15 second.
Yeah. And Vine was 7.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just did like a twerkonomics, and I acted like I was like a fake fitness instructor. My sister, she actually does work out and stuff. So she was like in the back like doing these twerking things.
Your sister does twerking workouts?
Well, no,
she was one of those girls?
She does like workouts, but I made her like twerk.
Do the twerk thing. Okay. I was about
Yeah.
to say she was one of them fitness twerk chicks. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I wish she was, but
They was getting money. They was getting some bags
Miss
for a nice
Twerk some?
Yeah, they was getting some
Hey.
bags for a nice little minute. I would see them flyers on Instagram, and then they would show the little, on their story, it'd be 40, 50 girls in there that all paid $30 to learn how to twerk. That shit used to be lit.
It was lit.
Yeah,
So I didn't
okay.
never join one of the classes though.
So you
but-
was doing that comedy stuff though, and then and they were taking off a little bit.
Yeah, like a little bit. Like
Okay.
for Wingate, it was taking
Okay.
off. So yeah.
Did you ever have any viral moments? Even if it wasn't macro, even if it wasn't like nationally viral, just like mini viral moments, like a little 10,000, 15,000 hits here and there, something like that?
I think one of these other Vine people had reshared. I don't know if it was like Young Poppy or something like that. But something like that.
I used to fuck with Young Poppy.
Yo, he was funny as hell.
Heavy. And it's just, like when dudes be like acting like girls, it's just not the funniest thing in the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
He killed it every time,
He
though.
did.
Like, he was like the only person I accepted it from.
Yeah.
Okay, so he, excuse me, he reshared it.
Yeah, I think he's one of the ones who reshared it. And somebody else did. Oh, what's his name? Zoe. Goddamn Zoe. He reshared it. He, it's been a long time. But
yeah,
it's been a long time.
Not all of them made it out of Vine.
Yeah.
Poppy really didn't make it out of Vine.
I heard he died.
What?
No, Dad, I heard he
Are you kidding me?
I heard he got locked up really bad, and then cause something about he got locked up, and then
Yo, what?
people was taking his old videos and kept reposting it like he was still
out,
active.
like alive, yeah.
He either died or he in jail. Don't quote me on that.
Damn.
Yeah. But something happened.
Let's hope he's in jail. Free Young Poppy.
Yeah, make a
I
t-shirt.
hope you're in jail, bro. I hope you're not dead, because you were funny as hell.
Yeah, he was.
But go ahead, continue. Go ahead. You was making these videos.
Yeah, so I think one of them had reshared it and kind of just built a little traction, but nothing really popped off.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then your boyfriend, who was the local rapper.
It's not my boyfriend. No, we were just dating.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
So y'all were riding around in your car, to be specific.
Yes.
And he took you up to the radio station, a.k.a. he put you on game.
He put me on game, yeah.
And then he's the one that told you to apply for the internship.
No. So after he told me that, I went on Instagram to look at the station and see who was all working for the station. I think I DM'd one of the people and was like, I'm interested in doing an internship. What I got to do? And they sent me the form. Boom, boom, boom. Applied, interviewed, got the internship my senior year last semester.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you needed credits in order to graduate, internship credits. What did they have you doing when you were an intern? You weren't getting paid, right?
No, I wasn't getting paid.
Really? You were?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you wasn't? Okay.
Really just helping with commercials, voicing stuff, or just watching them a lot and see what they were doing, and really a lot of observation. So
they didn't really have you learning how to do the boards or anything
that?
Oh, well,
yeah. They taught me how to do that and stuff, and then so yeah, but it was only really 2 or 3 of us, and in the internship, and whoever came the most, I guess, got the job. So no shade, but no one else would really come like that.
So what are those other people doing now, though? Are they are they even in radio anymore?
Yeah, they are. One's doing DJ and media and stuff like that. Okay. I think the other one
fell off. Just say it. It's okay. You can say it.
Hey, girl. I don't know what she's doing, though. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's doing right now, but
tag yourself up underneath this so we can find out who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you got the job. Mm-hmm. So now it's summertime. You fresh out of college. Were you living on campus? Because I guess you weren't that far from home, right?
Yeah, but they had you made you live on campus at Wingate. It was
such
apartment living. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the
that's kind of dope, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go crazy at college?
Nah, because I worked a lot on the weekends with my family. They had a family job thing. So I was always working. That's how I made money through college. So I missed out on a lot.
Your family has a family business. Your family has a family business out there in Salisbury.
Charlotte.
Oh, it's in Charlotte. Mm-hmm. What do y'all sell?
I really can't tell you. Again, what's up, fam? What's up with fam?
What's up, fam? Shit. I like low prices.
Yeah.
It sounds like something I might be interested in.
I'm crying. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's spicy. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then you get the job.
Yeah.
So you get the job. Was it fireworks immediately? Were you having were you this is what I want to do forever?
Well, so when it was getting close to graduation, I was I asked them, I was what's the protocol? Do I apply? Yada, yada. And they hit me with we don't have no money to hire nobody. So I'm damn, guess I'll just go back to Salisbury and live with my mama and them, right?
Yeah.
So then I think I graduated on May 15th. And after graduation, I'm back in Salisbury and I get a call from them. They're we want to offer you a part-time job. And I was I did cry. I was boo-hooing. And I called another boy I was dating at the time. And I told him about it. And
how many are in this story?
This 6-month change.
There's a lot of men's contributed to your success in radio, it sounds like.
I give a couple props to some people.
Can you let me know their names? Because I need to have them here next.
Oh, hell no.
For the follow-up story. What was it like dating A-Dub? And what would you say? How much does she owe you would think?
Oh my God, that would be so good.
That would be.
Let me know what they say for real.
I will.
Yeah.
Because if they lowball themselves and be like, hey, look, brother, it was nice meeting you, man. Get up.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right, there's the door.
Yeah. Okay. So then you started doing the part-time thing, and then you got your first full-time gig in Indiana. Was it Indiana?
Yep, South Bend, Indiana.
South Bend, Indiana. How long were you there?
A year.
What the hell is in South Bend, Indiana?
Notre Dame University. Don't do that.
Oh, that's what's there?
Yes.
I never been to Michigan or Indiana, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, so I didn't
so
know
it
that
was
either.
lit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for a college town.
Okay.
And they had
Did you automatically when you become full time at a radio station? Does that mean as a personality that means you automatically have a time slot? Is that what that means pretty much?
It means if you're full time, that means you have a show during the weekday. So you're there
Gotcha.
5 days compared to like part time. You're either a fill in or you got a weekend slot.
Got you. Where it's just like a Saturday show or
A Sunday show,
Saturday or Sunday
overnight, stuff like that.
Do the what's the this is something I've always wanted to know. What is the industry like? Where do you see radio even going like in the next 10 years? Like YouTube is the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, like TikTok. Like that's I know there's a demographic of people who are always going to listen to the radio, but I was looking at one study. They were saying the average amount of time that radio listeners actually listen to the radio is only 7 minutes a day, which is why you get the repeat songs all the damn time. So it's like, what do you see? Do you see like, are you picturing yourself into like a legendary Angie Martinez type of career, or more of a, I love it right now, but this is going to transition into something else?
Kind of both. So, like, as far as the future of radio, I always see it like as long as people still got like these old cars and old like vehicles, it's going to have that radio station in there. Because there's still some vehicles out here that don't have satellite, don't even have Bluetooth aux. So you're going to listen to something. You're going to listen to that radio. That radio going to be on there.
That's true.
That's step number one.
Okay.
Until all the cars go away.
That's a low percentage of people, though.
But you'd be surprised.
Okay.
So until all the cars get new, updated, then someone got to listen to the radio.
Okay.
Some got to be playing.
Right.
Then as far as the future, so we do tap into like, okay, you said social media, Instagram and YouTube.
Right.
So that's when we kind of like, radio stations now want you to be active on social media.
Yeah.
They want you to know how to post and make a reel and edit and stuff like that, which is fine. Like that's something you know to learn and stuff like that, so you become like valuable in radio.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it is like,
we are jumping. I did kind of jump the gun by even asking that question because I know based off what I've seen, I saw you brought that here. So we're gonna get to that at some point. But we're still in Indiana right now.
Okay.
So
back on my map. Okay.
Yeah, let me get back on. Let me get back to Indiana. So what was it like in Indiana? Did you have a show?
Yes, I was Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
6 to 10.
That was a nighttime slot.
Oh, okay. Is that where you did was that Indiana or was that New York? Was that where you did the dating show?
Dating show was in New York.
That was in New York. Okay. That was entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
I watched every single one of those stories.
Lord,
It was amazing, bro.
Remind me to take that highlight down. But
nope, leave it up. That's the one. I watched all of them. I watched every single one. The girls was in there thirsting. It was crazy. But so what was it like running your own show? Like, how was that?
It was good because I was part-time for like 3 years in Charlotte, so I really didn't have a lot of time to like grow and get better. So being in Indiana let me like, if I wanted to mess up, I could finally mess up. I could fix it. I had like a whole team, a whole like group of people.
Yeah.
Like they were, it's a smaller market, so everybody says go to small markets, so you're allowed to like mess up. So you don't want to mess up like in New York City and stuff.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to mess up a expensive ad roll or whatever like that or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
They hate you. You get fined or something like that? What happens if you mess up an ad?
I mean, I ain't get fined. Maybe they'll get fined.
Right.
Well,
You ever had an FCC violation?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Nah.
Okay. So you're a good girl on the radio.
I'm
you play it
good.
safe?
In Indiana, I did.
Because it was the first time. You didn't want to mess it up. You just wanted to get better. We heard that. Go ahead, continue.
Like all loud.
right.
But nah, but it was like top 42, so it was already kind of like, pop-ish. It wasn't really like a hip-hop R&B station yet, so.
You've always loved hip-hop and R&B, though.
Yeah.
That's always been like your primary listening.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
always.
So you did that for a year.
Yeah.
Resume stacked enough to transition into New York.
Yeah, go to Albany.
And how was Albany? That's upstate New York, right? That's the
Yeah.
capital of New York, right? Yeah.
I loved Albany. I thought it was really fun out there because people in New York, they have such like unique personality, and they're so fun.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
love it.
anything about upstate because that's technically upstate, right?
It's upstate.
I don't know anything about upstate New York people. All I know is the city. So it's like
well,
I've met people from upstate. You know what I'm saying? Rochester or whatever. But like I've only ever like really known and dealt with people from the borough. So.
Oh yeah. Well, some people in the city will be in Albany, and like vice versa.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of people in Albany who are like from Brooklyn and.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's almost a melting pot of the major boroughs.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But it is definitely separate because people from the city are like, when I said I lived in Albany, they're like, oh, you're not from New York, or you're not living in New York, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. So it is definitely separation, but people do live in Albany who are from the city. We go to the city, we meet people, yada yada. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Okay,
makes
yeah,
complete sense. Yeah. Okay, so it's like I'm thinking of it like being from one of these country ass towns out here, like, and then like coming into Raleigh or Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Kind of one of them situations. So what did you do in New York? Like, would you say that's where your personality kind of flourished on the radio? Where would you say? When would you say you really got comfortable on the radio? Like, yeah, I could put a show together. I could do this. I can hold people's attention. Would you say it was in New York?
I would say it was in New York because I came there doing nighttime, and I was only doing nighttime for like 3 months, and they put me to the morning show.
Which is the most listened time, right?
Yeah. Usually everybody wants their own morning show or to be part of the morning show because that's like the big show.
That's like the championship when you get a morning show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how early you got to get there, though?
Well, that station, my morning show was 6 to 10 a.m.
Oh, that ain't bad.
But I had to be there at 5. So I had to wake up at like 3:30, 4 if I wanted to be like presentable.
Yeah,
and I had to stay until 2. Even though my show was done at 10, I had to stay until 2.
What time did you go to bed?
Some days I went to bed at like 8 or 9.
That's still too late for me. I need to be in bed about 5 o'clock for it to happen.
5?
Yeah. I am a sleeper. So.
Are you really?
What?
Oh, yeah, because you told me in the DM you was been asleep at like 6 or 7.
Yeah. You saw what time I hit you. I hit you back at 8. I said, yeah, I've been asleep since like 6:30. So, like, I took a nap.
Tired?
I took a nap when I came home. It was a long day. Sat down, took a nap, knocked out about an hour and a half. Text you back, made sure we confirmed this.
Went right back to sleep?
Did some research. No, I did research.
Oh, okay.
You know, dug through the internet on you. Did that for a couple hours. Then I fell asleep. What was crazy is I had a dream. There was something I wanted to add to this interview. And I had a dream. I had played it out, and it was perfect. It was like, oh, yeah, I can edit the shit out of this. Yeah. Woke up, didn't write it down immediately, and forgot. So, but then I had another bright idea at like 4 o'clock today, so it worked out.
Oh, there you go. Have we got to the bright idea yet?
No, we have not.
I thought the dub thing was the bright idea.
No, that was a good idea that was birthed last night.
Oh, okay, got you.
And the idea is roll over here. You know what I'm saying? I do this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know? Yeah. So this show is good. It's gonna flex what I do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's something light for the streets, you know?
Right.
But yeah, no. The good idea I have, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
I'm excited for it.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. Okay, so we're in Albany and you're going crazy. And then when did you tell us the story about how you got the job at 97.5. It is out there. It's just in written format.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So having a video on that you can, people can just be like, how did A-Dub get to North Carolina? Because I'm going to be honest, you popped up out of nowhere to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been in North Carolina. let's just say I've been in the local hip-hop scene since 2009, 10? 11 is when we started because he was the introduction to it. Like Leon Gamble's behind the camera, y'all on the boards, as y'all know how we get down over here. Don't even play. So like he was into it. That's when like it was like, yeah, we got to get on the radio station. You know what I'm saying? Like when you first get into music, like radio is like a primary target. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember all the people that have been through 97.5 since then, pretty much. And I've seen what they done for a local artist. I've seen what they said they can do and nothing happened. I've seen the ones that said that they can. I've seen the ones that never talked about it and then actually did good things. Those are the ones that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? But then like I remember Autumn Joy was leaving, and then that was the slot that you filled. So when you came, I still didn't know because I'm gonna be real. I don't listen to the radio every day, but it was like I started seeing you pop up, and I said, oh shit, she seemed kind of cool. She got like, you know, all her professional pictures, they like low key glamour shots and shit, kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was like, she came out of nowhere, but you could tell just like you had mad personality.
Oh,
and
thank
then
you.
like, you know, started following you. I said, okay, I fuck with her. Like, I see she's bringing the side of the radio that I felt like they have always been lacking, which is the social media side. You know, like really having like a strong face, like instead of just like hosting these like weak ass events type of shit. You know what I mean? Like where people show up, it's just nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like it's like, bro, it's the internet now. It's like it's the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, period.
Like so, but I see that's what you brought here. But how did you even hear about it and tell us, you know, the story about you coming down here?
Yeah, so
Coming back home, essentially.
Yeah, coming back home, homecoming.
Come back. The kids miss you.
Period.
Shout out to Jack Harlow. Album wasn't. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll leave that back there.
You know.
Wait, speaking on Jack Harlow real quick, I just hate the one line that always sticks out where he was like, my granddad told me not to spend 100,000, so I ain't spend 100,000.
So no.
What did he say?
Yeah, my granddad will have a heart attack if I pull 100 grand out.
So I ain't gonna pull
I'm
100.
not gonna pull 100 grand out. What did I see? I seen a meme today, and you know it's the white dude taking the headphones off.
He's
He's
off,
like,
yeah.
bro, what is this shit? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, okay.
But yeah,
Okay,
I had to get that out there on camera.
it was bad.
It was bad.
It's bad. And that was the one with Drake, but that was his hardest song though on the album.
I think someone like, why are you not smiling or something like that?
That was the hardest song to you?
Well, I wouldn't say hard. I don't think Jack Harlow's hard ever.
No,
but
he's player.
yeah,
He player.
I thought it was
So,
smooth.
yeah. I love him. He's like, we're really like divergent, but it's okay.
Yeah. I had to
Jack Harlow is like, he is really, and I know this is not what he wants to do. I fuck with him so heavy, but he is really showing how strong a personality can carry you outside of your music. Because I fuck with Jack Harlow to the 10th degree.
Yeah.
Like, I would, like, if bro was like, yo, you trying to go downtown? What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you, but like, these bars ain't it, bro. You gotta step it up. Like, some of the songs really go crazy. I was a really big What's Poppin' fan. You know what I'm saying?
too.
So it's like, this album disappointed me a lot of bit.
Yeah.
But Drake delivered. I'm always okay with a Drake verse. I'm always down to hear, you know, Drake, you know what I'm saying, disrespect somebody subliminally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm always okay with that. But yeah, he got to step it up though.
Yeah.
He gonna get there. I hope he does.
If he's watching this, please
He's
listen
watching
to
this.
us.
What's up, Jack? You know, there's no hard feelings. I fuck with you heavy. You even went to 85 South. Come on, like, what are we talking about? You went to the 85 South show, bro. Like, nobody's making that in their. Nobody does that in their circuit on a regular thing. But okay, back to you getting down here.
Okay,
we're back.
We back.
We're back.
What was the question?
How did you get down here?
Period. Okay.
Yeah. How did you hear about this?
I'm in Albany, and I love Albany. Right.
Okay.
I had plans to go right into New York City after Albany. I was gonna give that station like a couple years.
That was like the big dog. Like, you going from Albany to New York City is like big dog status, right?
Yeah. So that's what I was like banking on in my like thought process in my head. I was gonna go to the city.
Right.
So then, so I'm minding my business, and one of my friends from Charlotte back at the Streets 103.3 station, he wasn't there anymore, but everybody knows him for being part of that station when he was there.
Because I'm sure everybody's connected. The radio people.
It's a big world. So, big small world. And
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
he had called me being like, I don't know what he said. He was like, do you want to go back to North Carolina? I was like, no. Like, hell no. I was like,
I'm in New York, bro. I got away. Like, why would you even call me like that? Yeah.
Right. So, and I've only been gone from North Carolina like 2 years at this point.
Okay.
So, but in my head, I was like, I'm never going back to North Carolina. I was like, F it. Everybody. I was on my like.
That's how North Carolinians are when I'm not from here, so I don't have that experience. Like, I really enjoy living here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? I live near a city, but I see that in all real North Carolinians. They like, man, we got to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, it's a real thing. So, yeah, I know how you was feeling.
Yeah, so I was feeling like that. So he was telling me, like, you know, that Can I Send 5 had this opening. And of course, I knew about the station. I follow Autumn Joy and things like that even previous. So I was like.
Shout out to Autumn Joyce.
Yeah, shout out to Autumn.
I don't know if she's married. If she is, no disrespect to her husband. Continue.
She's not married though.
Oh, shout out to her.
So go
fine
ahead.
ass.
Go ahead.
Continue. What's up,
So
girl?
then, did you wink at the camera?
I did.
Add a little
continue.
twinkle?
I did. Just a little bit. I'm gonna do the little. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add one of those too.
Okay, as you
Okay.
should.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So, so boom, 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 all that happened. I told him like, no, I'm not gonna do
I'm not
it.
going back to North Carolina. Yeah.
Right, and so he was like, man, why not? Like, it's this station. Cause I knew KSFI was like, it's a reputable station, station,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's big in the city.
Right.
And so I was like, you know what? I'll talk to whoever I need to like talk to because at this point. So I say I'm interested for the program director who was here at the time. I always heard his name being all the way in Charlotte back in 2015 when I graduated.
Okay.
I always heard about this man's name from the people that I was working with at that
Shout
point.
him out?
J-Tech.
Okay. Shout out to J-Tech.
Shout out to J-Tech.
Okay.
Really big radio veteran in the game, period.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then I was talking to people about it. I was like, what do you think about it? And then my mentor, your girl Nikki, who was also on Power 98.
Your girl Nikki. Okay. That sounds kind of familiar. I feel like I might know that face if I seen her.
She was here at Can I Send 5 a long time ago.
Okay.
But I don't remember the years, but a long
Nikki
time
Nicole?
ago. Nikki Nicole?
Is that her
Yeah, it
name?
was Nikki Nicole.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I did a cipher that she hosted before.
Okay, yeah.
In Fashion Boutique in downtown Raleigh. I can't remember what the Fashion Boutique was called.
That is right. Yep,
Yeah.
that's her. So that's my mentor in radio.
Okay, yeah.
So I was talking to
she
her
was cool
about-
as fuck. I
She's
remember
real
her.
cool.
Yeah, okay.
So all these times going in my head, I was like, whatever, yada yada. So then go through the whole interview and like talking to them on the phone, and then breaking down like what the role and stuff would be, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of sounding pretty good. I was like,
Right.
So I'm hitting my mom and sister up. I'm like, what do y'all think if I came back to Raleigh? And they're like, of course they're all happy for it. Like,
Right.
yeah,
I want my baby back in the state, of course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or closer at least.
yeah, at least closer.
Right.
And so so I was still like going through the whole thing, and then at this point, the biggest thing was that I had just moved into my own apartment in Albany.
Just started a lease.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And see, luckily the thing in like Albany is a lot of private landlords.
Okay.
So I was like, so it's not like I had to go through like corner Greystone or whatever it's called out here, like these little like apartment companies.
Oh yeah, it's not like you had to go through Camden, some corporate company or something like that.
Something like that.
Okay.
So, but I was like, so I just got the apartment. It was a cute little apartment, and I was like, man, I don't want to like go. I was like in Albany, like in Washington Square, like it was like a good little area.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang. And so I'm like, well, let's see what happens, because I may not even get the job.
Right.
So I go through
Especially if it's several rounds to the interview.
Right. So I'm doing
Yeah.
the interview. Then I talked to the Zoom with the program director, J-Tech, and then the general manager, and then the VP of Radio One, like a whole thing. And I'm like, just,
You filled out that application on the website?
yeah, I had to.
That shit was long as hell.
Did you apply for it too?
I did. They didn't give me no love. I didn't even get the interview.
Damn.
It's all good though. It's, you know what I'm saying? I thought my resume was sturdy enough. Obviously I haven't been putting enough work. I said, fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That make you go harder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And honestly, I just saw it as an opportunity. Like, I never looked at myself like, oh shit, I've been holding a podcast for 3 years. I could do a radio show. That's gotta be easy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same thing, but I could talk.
You
I
can
know-
talk for sure.
I know how to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you need to fill some space, I can fill some space.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's why I wasn't worried about that part, you know, but
Got you.
I have zero radio experience at all. I was just doing it just to see if I could even get the interview.
'Cause you never know what could happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'll shine in the interview with zero experience. I know I could go crazy in the interview. But,
Right.
So I applied, but I had zero experience, so I'm not surprised they wouldn't even reach back out to me.
I got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like, I didn't know you applied for the job.
Yeah. So this
And-
interview was actually strategic because I
Yeah.
wanted to fill you out to see how much better you were than me. It's
Yeah.
not doing too good right now. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? I might be able to take your position.
You might. You might fight for it. So let me know what's up.
I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead though.
So then they tell me I'm like, top 25. They do a whole round thing too.
Yeah.
Top 10, top 5, then it was top 2.
I didn't even know they did all that. That seems extra. That seems
I really don't know if they did that for real, but that's what they told me.
It sounds good in the story though.
It sounds good for the story.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah,
it's
it does.
suspenseful, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I'm like, why would you even tell me that I'm in the top 25, top 50? Like, why would you do that? But go ahead. Yeah.
Right. So they're like, and now it's top 2, and I'm like, through like inside sources, like I knew who the other person was, and I was like, oh man, I'm really not going to get this job.
Oh, they had more experience than you?
Well, yeah. And they were already like in the company and things like that, so I just felt like they would
that
hire
lateral
within.
move is harder to do. Yeah, I mean, it's easier for the paperwork too, especially.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
So then one day I'm like getting my nails done, I'm chilling, and like there's nobody in the salon. It's like my homegirl, And I'm telling her about the job. As I'm speaking about it, I'm telling her I'm applying and things like that. I get a call from program director J-Tech, and I'm like, I told her, I was like, I gotta answer. She was like, go ahead. So I'm like, this is about to be the call. So I answered the phone. I'm like, hello, yada yada. And he was like, I think he said something slick of just being like a, I don't know what he said. He said something slick, and I didn't pick up on it. But it was something like, when could you move, or like yada yada. And I'm like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, and just over there just. No, he was like, all right, so I'll see you in 2 to 3 weeks. I was like, for what?
Oh,
what you mean for what?
You're right. He didn't want like one of those. Yeah.
He was like, I'm offering you the job.
It wasn't official. Hey, congratulations. It was like, what you doing? Yeah, what you got planned next month?
Right, right.
Yeah, one of those. Okay, I kind of like that though.
I did too.
Yeah.
So he hit me one of those, and so I'm like. So he said, you got the job, you got the thing. I was in disbelief. I was like, because there was no way. I felt like there was no way. Yeah. So I do laps in the nail salon back and forth. I'm like, I get up out my chair. I'm like, I got to do something.
Going crazy, yeah.
Yeah. And so he tells me about it, and I'm like, okay, yada, yada, and things like that. And so, of course, my nail girl, I just told her the whole story. And so she's like, oh, my gosh. It sunk where I was like, dang, I got to leave.
Did she give you the nails for free?
No. She didn't. What's up, sis?
What's up, bro? If you didn't give her the free nails, I need a free pedicure.
Yeah, period.
And you're going to have to work for these.
Ooh, that's a tough job, too.
You have to work for these.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So you finally get down here.
Yeah, finally get down here. Boom, boom, boom. It's back to the apartment thing, because I was like, I can't
that's right.
leave.
That was a kind of an issue, yeah.
So I basically was just like, thanks to the pandemic, I was like, I said I lost my job and I need to go back home. So I didn't have to really like break out of nothing.
Ooh, that was perfect.
Yeah, so shout out to that.
You started in 2020? Was it in 2020 when you got the job? Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn.
Yeah. August 2020.
The pandemic saved you some bands.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, but then like my family always helps me move and decorate my new places.
I didn't know
so they had just decorated that apartment.
They had just left too.
I'm like, y'all gotta come back and take this shit down, because we're going back to Raleigh.
Yeah.
So then they do that. I would go to Raleigh, set up this apartment, and then so that's how I got it, all from interning at Streets 133 in Charlotte. Because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have done none of these people. Exactly.
Dang.
Full circle moment.
What a beautiful moment. Literally a little triangle too.
Yeah. Period.
A little bit. So now that you've been here, and this is going on almost 2 years?
Yeah, in my second year.
In your second year? Okay. How do you like it? I mean, obviously you're not about to dump on your current job, but if there was something bad, but like, what do you feel like you've like brought to the radio station here locally?
So like when I was saying like, I'll never come back, when I got here, I was like, I love Raleigh so much too.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, do you miss Charlotte and things like that? I'm like, I do, but I actually I fuck with Raleigh like heavy.
Okay.
And so coming back down here, of course, being at the station, having that midday slot, and it was a little hard at first because people are so accustomed to Autumn Joy. But, she did good. She did good on the station. She was active in the community. Before I heard.
She was
real active. So I was
outside,
like, so I'm feeling it's like some big shoes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so it took a little while to like get everybody transition, but that's for any station.
How is that like? Yeah, what is that like? So like you come in. And to somebody that I don't know I don't even know how long Autumn was there. Like
3 years.
Okay, so like I'm accustomed. Like if just like the Breakfast Club, they just have somebody new in their slot. It's like, what is that like? Do they call in with some heat sometimes? Like yo, who is this? Who are you, bruh? Like do they call in like kind of crazy sometimes? Like
not crazy, but like at the beginning I got a lot of like
complaints.
Like just be like, oh, hey Autumn Joy. They still thought I was Autumn Joy. Oh. And I was like, no. And I was like, this is A-Dub.
Like as soon as you answer the phone. Damn.
Yeah, I'd be like, can I send 5? And they're like, Autumn Joy, why you? I was like, oh, this son Autumn Joy. And they'd be like, where's Autumn Joy? I was like, she went back to DC and things like that, her home. And so then like whatever. But there's one caller that calls me all the time. She knows it's like A-Dub now. Yeah. But I swear she doesn't know what I look like. So she'll talk to me about, black women things. And I'm just like, yeah, I just let her talk. And like, but I think she still thinks I'm just like a black woman in the chair, which is, I get that a lot. But there's people I think who still don't know what I look like and things like that, but they know the name.
It's over after this.
So we've gotten over.
You're going to be lit after this.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, it's about to go up.
Yeah.
It's about to go. They're going to be like this. A-Dub is a white woman?
Yeah.
Hell nah. Turn the radio off.
Right. And hey, if it happens, it happens.
It ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be shocked, though. You know what I'm saying? Some of them going to be shocked, but I saw you before I heard your voice on the radio. So it was like, I just knew. You know what I'm saying?
See, a lot of people do that too. It depends because people like keep listening. They just now follow. They were like, "Oh, I've been listening since you got here. I just now realized what you look like."
Who you were, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting who sees what first or who hears what first.
Right. So how long do you think until you got your footing on the radio here?
What you mean?
Like establishing yourself to where like people like really starting to fuck with you? Because I feel like now, like I'm sure you have a core midday slot fan base now. Like
Yeah.
So it's like how long until the Autumn Joy, like people were like, okay, she's not coming back. We're gonna have to see if we like this girl.
Oh, I think we're past that now.
We're past that. Do you think it took like a year though? Six
I would
months?
say a year. 6 months to a year. But that's a lot of radio stations that.
Yeah, but I say radio fans sound like they're stubborn.
Yeah, I mean when they're used to listening to somebody each and every day and stuff like that, and then somebody just come up and switch, you gotta get used to them all over again.
Yeah.
So.
Like I don't even know if I like your humor yet. Like.
Yeah, like you ain't funny, bitch.
You're right. Like who is you? Like what the fuck, bro? Like. But no, that joke wasn't hitting, bro. Autumn would have slammed that joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Post-COVID, sorry, y'all. I'm clean though. You know what I'm saying? We're good out here in these streets.
We should have took a test before we started this.
It's okay. You're not gonna have any. You're not gonna have any. The thing.
If I'm not on the radio for a week, then y'all know what happened.
Sheesh. At least you probably get. You probably got some good benefits up there though. Oh.
Next question.
Okay. Next.
It's radio. Everybody know radio be how it be. So.
I don't. I never. I mean, what is it?
Well, you wanted my job. I should have let you took that shit. So you could just see how.
What are you talking about? They never called me.
Well,
I never stood a chance.
If you would have got to that point.
If I'd have got to that point, I would have. It would have been such a rough transition. I feel like.
You think so?
I think so, yeah, because what is it like coming in, formulating your own show? You're also the program director. Music director, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is different from the program director. So what is your job? How does your job differ from the program director? Most of the time when I hear like radio jobs, I know about the host and the program director. I don't know exactly what the music director does in comparison to all those other jobs.
So the music director is really like the person my role at this station is pay attention to any new music that's out, or if record labels send me any new music. Okay. I'll mainly tackle it first and then talk to my PD about it. Like if you want to play this song or add this song, whatever, because he, as a program director, he got a lot more to handle.
I know the program director is literally the one that says yes or no whether this gets played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like one of the steps before.
Brings him to offer.
Yeah. Unless he talks to them first, but like, say if there's like a local song, or I feel like we should start playing, he may not pay attention to what's going on in the club or streets or something, or he may miss it, and I'm like, oh, my demographic, my generation, my group of people, my peers are playing this song, we should add it to the station, and he'll listen to it, and then again he's like yes or no. So kind of like that.
How
part.
long has he been the program director? Has it been the same program director for a long time?
Oh, well, no. So J-Tech left earlier this year. So then we got a new program director. He's coming from Atlanta.
Okay.
So, but he's been in the Atlanta cluster stations for like 14 years.
So he's seasoned out here.
Yeah, he's seasoned. So he just got to Raleigh like a couple months ago.
So what is it like once everybody knows you are the new midday, I'm on the radio, 97.5. Mm-hmm. How lit are the DMs with local rappers? Oh. How crazy does it get?
Loaded. Baked potato.
It's crazy, ain't it?
It's crazy. I get them all the time. All the time.
She said baked potato. Damn.
Loaded.
With bacon, cheese, and sour cream.
All of that, yeah.
Sheesh. Mm-hmm. How many do you actually listen to? What do you, okay, first of all, is it even worth it?
Sometimes. Like.
When is it worth it? So that they know whether they're even striking out before they even started composing the message. When they already have obvious movement in the city?
I mean, honestly, I feel like if you got to send me a DM,
you're not doing something right.
Yeah, because I should have already heard about you. That's the biggest takeaway.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
That is a bar. But but sometimes when I get DMs, I'll listen to it just to see if they had even the right to DM me about the song. Because I get some really like trash songs, and I'm like, you really sat somewhere and recorded this.
It's so bad. Yeah.
It's so bad. So I got to
they might not have recorded it alone. They might have had 2 or 3 people with them when they did it. That's what makes it worse, honestly.
It's the worst.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse, when you weren't alone in this.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't make the beat. You have a producer. somebody that's like coming with you to all the interviews too, like, yeah, I made the beat, you know, we really believe in this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes it worse.
I'm like, what's not clicking, Steven?
Yeah.
Like, what's missing? So I get that a lot. But when I do come across something that's good, I'll tell them, like, oh, this is good, you know, like, you know, you got this and this, and I'll genuinely mean it. But a lot of time I do get some foo-foo.
Yeah, most of the time you get foo-foo, probably.
Most of the time I get some foo-foo.
So, in your 2 years, have you ever taken something? Have you ever taken a liking? Because have you in your 2 years that you've been here? Because this is probably the longest you've worked at a radio station outside of the part-time for 3 years in Charlotte. Mm-hmm. But this is like you have way more things under your control here. Have you done anything like transition into like artist management? Because I see that a lot happening too, like where like you like pair up with an artist that you really admire and you try to like push them and things of that nature and kind of help them get on the radio. Have you gotten into anything like that? Or
not like officially like artist management, but like I've had some artists like ask for like advice and stuff, and I'll just like tell them what I think they should do with their Instagram or what they should do with this song or like, you know, promotion wise and things like that. But I would never want to be a full manager of an artist. You don't even see it as your future. Yeah, because it's either like the reward may be good, like a DJ Drama, find a little Uzi Vert, but I do not want to do all that.
I mean, and then Drama did drama for like 20 years before we even touched that part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It wasn't like he came up like, he wasn't doing all that. Yeah. So, what was I about to say? Damn, I just drew a little like mind fart.
We had the juicy question now?
The juicy question?
Is it now?
Talking about like the banger?
Yeah, the banger question.
Nope. It's not even a question. It's an activity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an activity.
So not time for that yet?
Nope, not time for that. I'm going to close it out. Once I really run dry.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do I say next? I'll be like, well, I have something to you know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
That's how we'll close it out.
Got you.
All right, so let's talk about A-Dub's group chat.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
When did you start A-Dub's group chat?
So I started the group chat up in Albany, New York.
Oh, that's when it started. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was just really... Yeah. Well, in Indiana, I did like a talk question just on Tuesdays.
Okay.
But when I got to Albany, they wanted me to create like a daily feature. Okay. And my coworker at the time, Scott Payne, he helped me come up with the whole group chat idea, or at least a name for it.
Right.
And did that.
Even though it's not an official group chat.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, how do I get in the group chat? Like, it's a number. I'm like, just respond on Instagram.
No, I really thought it was.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Yeah. You should do a Discord at least.
What's a Discord?
I think Discord is for that reason. So Discord is like you create A-Dub's group chat, and it's like you send out the link and thousands of people can join. Like it's a messaging server, and like within that server, there's like you can have folders. So you have like the question of the day, then you can have like an area that's like Twitter posts, Instagram. Like you can section things out. You can put a little section in there where it's like. Yeah, you can really like kind of get tricky in there. You might want to look into that.
I would look into
that. Because that's something that, I mean, I thought it was. It's cool that it's not, though. It's cool that it's not because it almost gives me the feeling like, because I almost asked you, can you put me in the group chat? But I also didn't want to give away that I'm really doing research on you.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I kept that to myself. I was like, I'm just going to go off of what I can find.
Got
So it's like, but it's cool though. Like, and then I realized I don't think this is really a group chat. Like, I realized that to myself, but it still took me a while though because up until I did my serious research, I thought there was still a group chat that I wasn't a part of.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh well, no, there's not, but I gotta look into that then.
Yeah, Discord for sure. I think that I think they would boom there because then they're like really tapped in outside of Instagram. Like, it'll really like you can really like that's where your home, that's where your people gonna be at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. Your core fan base, but okay, go back to like how we started or whatever. So you started it. When would you say it like really started picking up?
I think when I started implementing that weekly video of group chat, like the group chat video,
putting a visual to it really
like kind of popped off, and because
Monday.
Huh?
Every Monday, right?
Every Monday.
Yeah.
Almost every Monday now.
Yeah,
but before, and I was in Albany, it was consistent.
Yeah, you was consistent. Yeah.
And so it put like, more of my personality out there, and I write the scripts and stuff. I edit all them and stuff, and
edit all the videos as well too.
Edit everything on there.
Yeah, you do great on the edited video videos.
Your editing is good too, I gotta say.
Yeah, thank you. I try.
Or whoever edits
It's me.
Peace.
Yeah. But you be going crazy though.
Yeah.
Like your shit be going crazy. I be like, the way you edit yours is the way I always want to edit. But I be like, man, I got too much shit to edit. Let me move to the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. Like I feel like it's
Oh.
always something to edit. So it's like that's the only downside to editing.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
always something to edit, and all of them takes hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like. So it's like I'm gonna have to sacrifice some creativity on this one just so I can get to the next one. Give it just enough to draw you in, and then I need to move to the next one type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how it is. But yours, Junkie, I do like how you edit it though.
Thank you.
And you shoot it yourself too, right?
Shooting myself too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it started really picking up traction. What would you say you kind of focus on in terms of topics for your? Are you picking them? Are you looking at social media trending topics, picking them? Are you thinking them just out of thin air, like this is what's been on my mind this week? Let me make this part of the question. How are you kind of getting to your topics for your group chats?
When it's just like the group chat on the story, it will be like, you know, what's trending on social media or things like that. Or I'll take like a situation or whatever and kind of word it differently, or I'll actually get people to DM something, or I talk to a homegirl or something, they text it, and I post that. But as far as the videos, the videos can be more interesting because I'm able to talk more about it. But it's usually like what's relevant at that time.
Gotcha.
Like, there's been times where like I had a script written on Sunday night, ready to do Monday morning, and then something so big happens. I gotta switch it up real quick.
Yeah.
But as far as like the group chats that be like just the text on the story, that can be Shade Room, Spiritual World,
Gotcha.
Twitter, and things like that. Forums that I find.
Okay.
Post stuff.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how toxic is the A-Dubs group chat?
I can get like a 8.7, 8.34.
Let's just go ahead and give it a clean 10.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just give it a clean 10.
Yeah. You think it's that toxic?
I think it has moments.
It has its moments for sure.
I think it for sure has its moments.
It does.
I'll be looking at some of the stuff. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? I'll be like, this shit is out of pocket. Like,
but it really be the people responding it be out of pocket.
It do be. But you know what you're doing with them questions too. I get it. I get what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll be like, whew, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
shouldn't have a voice nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be like that sometimes.
Right.
What's your beef with women not wearing panties with sundresses?
My beef with it is, no pun intended, because of Bill Beef.
Ain't nothing wrong with no beef now.
But my thing is like, I feel like when women don't wear panties with sundresses, it be on the days where they're out and about, like furniture shopping, brunch, church. You out in the open.
Yeah,
it's hot because you're wearing the sundress.
They want that breeze.
So that thing is just sweating. What's catching the drip? What's catching the regular discharge? What if you're on your period? And
well, now that's correct. Now, come on now.
But women do
Come on now.
that.
That's out of pocket. Like, that's
women
crazy.
are out of pocket. I love them, but they're out of pocket.
I'm glad you know that, though.
Yeah, I gotta
Say that
be
one
honest.
more time for the people.
I love women, but they're out of pocket.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Preach. We're gonna have some we're gonna have some man moments on here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get her to admit that sometimes these women are out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But
They are.
I didn't know that was happening. I don't think I've ever dealt with a girl who went commando, like just went no panties on a period. That's a little too much for me.
They got that diva cup in there. They think they good.
Wow, the diva cup. That's some whore terminology right there.
Yeah.
Like,
you know that is, right?
I'm a whore, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know it is.
You help put her in for her?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've dealt with enough to know what's going on out here in these streets.
Solid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but lips flapping in the wind, I think that's okay. I think that's completely okay.
It depends on the day. It just depends on what you got going on and where you're going to be at too. Like,
True. You can't be around no kids. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Because my thing is, what if you
I think it's okay if you're at a brunch though.
No. You know how brunches are in 2022?
Yeah.
They are on the table. They are twerking. They are, bending over.
Yeah.
Why you got no panties on, miss?
Well, it just depends. See, we can't shame the women that choose to let niggas. Okay, what am I trying to say? We can't shame these women. That's how they decide. That's how they're letting us know that they choosing up. She ain't got no
That's
panties.
the mating call.
We
Not having
can't.
panties
We
on.
can't shame We can't shame everybody's mating call. You might think it's out of pocket. I might be like, perfect. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so if you at a club, set the scene if you will. If you at a club, it's 2 stories in the club.
Yes.
You're on the bottom floor.
Yes.
You look up.
Yes.
You see a woman with another man dressed all the way up, no panties on. You don't think that's crazy?
I mean, I think that's crazy that he.
Or you'd be like, oh, I like that. Let me go up to the second floor and holler.
Well,
at
she's
her.
with another man. So number one, I think it's crazy.
You don't like
that
competition?
I don't compete. No, I mean, I know what I'm working with. So I mean,
Solid.
yeah, they know what time it is. Like, yeah,
Okay.
like, and if they don't, they normally double back normally at some
They
point.
spin the block.
They always, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not about to. For what? For what? Like, for what? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I've gone out with like some freak chicks, like they're my girl, or whatever, and it's like if I know she's on some some demon time and she don't have no panties on, we're not going to the second floor. Period. What are we doing? We're not going to the second floor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put you in a position to where somebody random can do that. That's for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not for the club.
Right.
So I'm gonna just think they both out of pocket and they a little crazy. But same scenario. If she's with her homegirls and I look up, lips, whatever, just a black out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she look down and we lock eyes and she smiles. Oh, I'm coming up them stairs. I'm pulling up.
That's how you want to meet a woman.
I have no problem with that. I didn't say she was about
You
to
would see her lips first and then her face.
I mean, yeah, if the lips compliment the face, yeah, I'm pulling up.
That's wild.
She ain't got to be my girlfriend.
That don't make you disgusted. Like, you don't want to be like, girl, where's your panties?
There's something really precious about a whore, you know? And
I mean, we need hoes in this world.
we need them.
We need them.
They're more honest than every other type of woman. I like fucking with hoes because they're so honest.
Yeah.
They're like savagely honest. Like
They are.
And like you deal with another chick, like she be thinking she's better than the hoe. The hoe just ain't finna lie about what she doing.
Right.
But she did the same thing, if not worse. Like the hoe ain't even out here that bad.
Yeah.
Like they'll tell me, yeah, everybody think I did this, but like, why the fuck would I do? Like they keep it 100.
Yeah.
But then like, but girl over here, like, yo, she acting like she bad as shit. Niggas ran the train on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I fuck with the hoes.
You got to.
Yeah, because they keep it 100. Like, I like secret hoes. I like out in the open hoes. I like all type of hoes.
Just a whole abundance of just wholeness.
Yeah, there's levels to it though. Like,
Yeah.
sluts, you gotta be careful with sluts. They like to talk too much.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I didn't know this conversation was gonna go this way either. You kind
Do
of
the breakdown of the hold'em.
Yeah,
right
I didn't
here.
realize we were about to do that.
Yeah.
Now, this conversation does line up my banger though. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Okay.
This lines up my banger. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So A-Dub's group chat goes crazy. You're gonna move into Discord at some point.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that into the air so that y'all can really get crazy in there. What else do you think that you brought to the scene, or what's something that you want to bring to the radio station, or your time that you do spend on the radio here at 97.5?
I guess I just want to like continue to bring more, because when I came in, it was still like really pandemic.
Yeah.
We couldn't have no guests at the station or things like that. So I just recently
Yeah,
started
you couldn't do
having
none of your interviews.
Yeah, all my
Yeah.
interviews were on Zoom or like IG Live and things like that. So
I watched a couple of those that you did,
Yeah.
but it is kind of hard to watch it. I really kind of got out of interviews during the Zoom interview era because it just doesn't hit the same. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it really doesn't.
Yeah.
So-
So trying to actually double back on what you kind of missed on low key.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
Yeah.
focused on now, because like we've had a couple people come up from the station. Like once Dreamville happened, they were just like, we need to let everybody in now. 'Cause-
Right.
So I had like people come through, and even like local people coming to like talk about something in the community and things like that. So I just missed I really didn't have
You weren't even able to really be the standard DJ host, really. Like you,
Yeah.
radio host. You weren't even really able to fully do your job.
Right, so I
Because
was
of the
really
pandemic,
just,
yeah.
I was really just based on having like a good show and like a good social media things, but
Yeah.
we didn't have no events when I came. There was no, Bimbay Fest. Dreamville got pushed back, and all these
Yeah.
concerts.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Your job was like literally the performance of your job was super affected too.
Right. So, so that now that's what I'm focused on now, is just being back in more events and people come to the station so I can show off.
Yeah,
They have to like prove to like a new boss per se of what like
Right.
I'm capable of doing, because So I'm
Yeah,
going through that transition.
yeah, show your strengths. Yeah, being able
Yeah.
to show off your strengths.
So that's
Okay.
really it.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be dope. And then when did the connection with Hip Hop DX come up?
Oh, so Hip Hop DX came in like 2017, so still when I was in Charlotte.
Oh wow, so that's been around for a while.
Yeah, that's been the longest, and it all started off of a DM.
Another connection. Okay.
Just a DM period. No, another full circle moment.
Okay.
So I was doing like a Word on the Streets entertainment segment on Streets 103.3, and I would sometimes take the audio and put it like on YouTube or on Instagram somewhere or something.
Okay.
And so I guess it's how the CEO of Hip Hop DX had found my page. Backtrack. Word on the Streets became something else I was doing entertainment news of my own sort on Instagram. I forgot what I called it. All Snap. Maybe it was All Snap.
Okay.
Yeah, All Snap was like entertainment celebrity news.
Okay.
So All Snap, yeah. So I posted that. I think it's how he found that, and then DM me, and then he was like saying if I wanted to come to I was gonna be in LA for BET weekend because Hip Hop DX had like a basketball shootout type thing going on
Some
during
sort
that
of
weekend.
event out there, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, trying to be like, I ain't gonna be there this year. No, I can't afford that shit.
Right,
to go to LA.
right.
I was like, I ain't gonna make it this year, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna make it. So he was
Right.
like, oh, well, next time you just let me know. And I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, some months go by. That's when he was like, he doubled back. He was like, hey, we got some YouTube videos that need voicing. Would you mind sending your a demo so we can see? So I did that or whatever, and then they liked what they heard, and so got the job and been doing that.
You've been doing this since 2017?
I've been doing Hip Hop DS since
2018?
2017 or 2018, one of those.
So you've been doing the voiceover since then?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So this has been consistent. For some reason, it just felt like, I don't know, for some reason I just thought that as the radio career went on, this was one of those I keep getting higher up in radio, and then this is the opportunity that came. I didn't realize this was something that came so early in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, I forget that I do that. That's been the longest running.
Which is crazy because it's which means I've heard your voice for years before I met you, which is what that means.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's insane. I do enjoy those first circle moments. I was just talking to Leon about this. I watch a lot of No Jumper and stuff like that. And even those people on there, it's that he has working for him now. They're talking about moments that I was, as a consumer, buying into 10 years ago. I'm like, that was him? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm I was just telling Leon, it's so crazy how, with media and things of that nature, because media is something that you can kind of always jump into, depending on if you're not stuck on if you're not one of those people that's hip hop is dead still. You know what I'm saying? As long as you kind of willing to adapt, somebody from 15 years ago that was lit could come back and really. So it's just but it's crazy because I've been hearing your voice because I've always followed them on YouTube and just academics, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I watch these little 3-minute, 5-minute videos, get the game on, get the quick summary of what's going on.
Yeah.
And keep it pushing. But it's it didn't hit me until I meet you.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching YouTube and shit, and I'm I start sending you DMs. I sent you a DM of a YouTube video. I said, who voice? I said voice was sounding clean. Read that script to a T.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm yo, she is out here killing this shit. Really killing the whole. Yeah, man. What you're doing with them? That's one of those and that's one of those low key bags too. Cause you gonna have your voice forever.
Yeah.
Low key, as long as you don't
Period.
turn into one of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can't do that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't do that one.
As long as you don't voice box it, but as long you can avoid that. But yeah, I really like that you do that, the voiceovers. That's so dope. Have you ever thought about doing your own version of that about trending topics in hip hop and media? Because that is the format. Academics kind of ushered that in to where just put a bunch of GIFs together and you give us the format about it. I don't know. You might have signed something. I mean, they might have something to where you can't do that either. I don't know how that works, but.
Yeah, that's what kind of the We're on the Streets. I kind of did that whole add the GIFs or GIFs behind it and kind of took the audio from it. But as of now, since they wanted to do the daily podcast, now I'm on contract for real where I can't really.
You can't put your voice everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't. I think so. That's why I kind of I guess if I post it on my story, it's me talking about it or having some input. But as far as an actual publication, I don't think I can do it because it's well, just listen to the podcast.
Right.
It's the same thing kind of in a way.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so damn, that's crazy. I really had no idea that the Hip Hop DX thing was going this deep. I had no idea.
Long time.
It's your girl A-Dub.
Yeah.
and Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I be like, killing this shit.
Yeah, this is hard. Yeah.
Shout out to whoever writing them scripts too. Like they be going crazy. They be nice and clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people do be in their bag, like right.
They be on their bag
yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, they be in their bag. So did you ever have nerves reading scripts, advertisements, drops? You started doing that as an intern, so you've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah.
But like, was there like crazy nerves when you first started doing it? You've always been a pretty good reader.
Yeah, because I always used to read to like my mom and stuff. Like
Oh,
we would always
okay.
just like read like novels and shit.
Right.
So it kind of like helped me, you know. She was the type of mom be like, oh, read this, read that, what this letter say, what this book say. So like I kind of give her a lot of credit for like me reading a lot and like speaking a lot and things like that. But as far as that, like people ask if I get nervous, but it's really just me recording. But
yourself.
By myself. So
Right.
if I mess up, I can just like change it or whatever.
True.
But the biggest thing is like sometimes I'll get a script and it's my fault where like I don't try to see how a word is pronounced. So like the biggest flaw, I've had a couple like mix up and see like the thing was is like whoever editing it, because I don't edit the videos.
Okay.
But like sometimes they don't catch it either. So like one of my biggest flubs was like, I don't know why I wasn't thinking, but it was a story about Method Man and Redman, and I was calling him Redman through the whole thing, and they were like, all the comments was like,
they was killing you in them comments.
Killing me.
I know they
like,
was. I know they was.
And what's worse about so Hip Hop DX has a really big like faithful community.
Right. Yeah. Their YouTube is consistent. Like yeah.
Right. So whenever I mess up, I'll know I mess up because they'll follow me on Instagram and be like, why the fuck you say it like
they coming
this?
to find you.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you need to get fired. You don't know how to say red. No, the worst is like I'll get a comment under one of my posts and it'd be like, Redmond, really? And I'm like, oh,
Yo,
what I did say? So I go back to the video and I look at the comments and it's all like, this bitch really say Redmond? Who the fuck is this? Going crazy. I'm like, yo, take the video down.
Once you get into an area where like your voice is seen on a large platform, bruh, well, them comments be ruthless, bruh. They don't care. Like
savage. They
be ruthless, and it's just so. I haven't had 1,000,001 moments that were like crazy viral, but I've had like baby viral moments. Mm-hmm. Even in those moments, bruh, that's when they don't mind writing you 3 paragraphs. No. They just lose their goddamn mind. You be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
like
they go in.
Yo, it's just like, yo, people be some keyboard warriors for real. But like, you mess with somebody's legendary hip hop artist, yeah, they coming for your head for real, for real. Like, yeah, they on your head top for real.
Yeah.
Dang. So, because we're talking about voices, we should transition into. Transition to the Big Juicy.
Oh, Big Juicy.
I think we should transition to the Big Juicy.
Okay.
And because this was one of the things I wanted you, because I appreciate how good you are and how articulate you are, and you have a great radio voice. So I have a script for you to read.
Oh,
and
okay.
I want you to present your radio voice. And
okay.
We're going to go through it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. There should be some wild stuff I gotta say.
Okay, there you go. Hey, we'll slow down. It's okay. There you go.
This look like a lot.
Flip it over. It's not that bad. You do this for a living.
Did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so let me just try to read it, I guess. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I ain't finna break nan fingernail going oops inside your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love you, baby, but not like that. Your love ain't never paid my bills or put no clothes on my back.
That's a fact.
Wait, what do you see, said the blind man. Who heard the deaf man say he saw sugar free? Just dropped the bomb and it went booyah. Then when I feel in them years, 2025, feelings I move in a real way. Now, sometimes I like a nice, hot, proper.
So hold on, run it back, slow down.
Oh,
sometimes I like a nice, hot, slow, proper, hairy head full of sweat from sex.
Okay. Want me to repeat that?
Go ahead, run it back.
Now, you said slow?
Yeah, you got it. Use them commas.
Commas, okay.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I like a nice, hot, proper, hairy, head full of sweat from sex on the couch first. And when it start feeling good, you always stop and say, no more, I'm hurting. And them cheering, baby got kids so bad, they'll push you to the highest level of festivity, running their mouth smelling like urine. Don't hurt the pimping, baby.
That's right.
Or what, we don't know each other no more? Because instead of a girlfriend, I'd rather have a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Won't catch me holding hands, kicking cans, walking a tightrope saying she loves me not, man.
That's it. Sugar free.
Sugar free.
Sugar free. On my way. Yeah. So I want to thank you for coming.
Thank Thank you for having me.
You know what I'm saying? This is the AJ the Menace Show. This is
A-Dub, that's who I be.
And make sure you'll follow her on all streaming. On Instagram.
I'm an artist.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I don't know why I just gave you that.
Yeah.
It's AYEEEDUBB.
Yes, AYEEEDUBB.
Triple E D B. Oh yeah, that's probably a lot easier to say.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, make sure y'all follow me. The Menace for real. AJ the Menace, the one and only. Thank you for coming too. We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate it.
much.
And we out, y'all. Nuh-uh.
Ain't